Alright, YouTube. I know I haven't been on here in a while. Just want to give you guys a little update on the Malibu project. As you can see, went through hell getting this body off the frame by myself with a floor jack and a engine hoist. Found a lot more rust than I expected. So the main problem was right here in the front. On most cars they call this the torque box, but apparently on these G bodies, let me show you, this is what it looks like. Completely rusted out. This is your front body mount at the firewall. I researched and called, and nobody makes reproduction parts for this. When you buy a floor pan, no matter if you buy a whole floor pan or a half a floor pan, it does not come with this. This is a common problem on G bodies, and hopefully soon somebody will make remans. But as you can see, I got my driver's side floor pan is salvageable. Sorry. My passenger side, the rear is all gone. The front is pretty bad up in here. So I just decided to go ahead and buy front to back passenger side. Now I did get an Eastwood bead roller. You can see the pieces of it here. I haven't put it together yet, but I got it down there. As you can see, I got the motorized one. My first initial plan was to just make my own floor pans, but after seeing the extensive rust and everything, I just went ahead and bought one, saved time and money. But I'm gonna show you guys. I went to the junkyard and open this up, and I found 79 Regal at Pull and Pay. And I went and I cut the whole floor pans out. This is the driver's side. That's the passenger side there. You see the boxes I need. Like I said, most cars call this a torque box, but on G bodies they call it a front firewall body mount. If you can see, now I'll show you guys a good angle of it here. You can see it connects the seam of your floor pan and your firewall all the way down the side, but if you notice, it comes all the way back down the floor pan, all the way back to here. So it's sandwiched between your inner rocker. Whatever this piece is, they don't make this as a reman neither. I found that out as well. But this piece sandwiches in between all of this. So I got my work cut out for me, drilling all these spot welds, cutting all of this material out. You know, they're a little rusty, but I'm gonna clean them up, and I think I can make them work. Show you guys the driver's side, the passenger side, sorry. I actually cut a lot more of the floor out on this side. I don't know why, I just did, but here's the same thing. Here's the box. This side is a little more rusty, but it's definitely usable. As you can see, our great Ohio weather. It's raining, snowing, sleet. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update, show you what's going on, what I've been going on with. I got the tubs in there, both sides. They still need a little more welding. You know, you can see I just got them spot welded mostly all around. Still gotta, you know, stitch it all together, but they're in there. Everything is structural now. I also ordered underneath here, it's called a rear seat brace. The rear seat brace looks similar to this, but goes on the underneath of the floor pan here. I actually ordered one from gbodyparts.com. As you can see, all of this is rusted out, but if you see these points here and here, this is actual the brace underneath of there. Let me show you over here. You can see the brace peeking up through the floor right there. that brace has body mounts in it. So my brace on both sides where the body mounts mounted completely rusted. So I was able to find the part, like I said, at gbodyparts.com. It's a little pricey, but in my circumstances, I need it. So my next step is to cut this floor pan out and replace it with the new pan here. I got this from Summit. It's like $160 after tax. Like I said, it's, everything for these cars isn't cheap, but the way I figure it saves me a lot of time and money just to go ahead and buy the part instead of trying to hand fabricate pieces upon pieces. The driver's side, it looks good. There's a little rust up in there. I might have to make a few pieces. Nothing major though. Like I said, the back here is solid. Nothing like this side on the passenger side. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update. Let me take you around to the driver's side over here so you can see this side. This side as well, as you can see, it's completely rusted out. I know the light isn't very good, sorry, but up under here, I'm gonna have to figure it out. The reason why I'm so concerned about it, not only because it's a body mount, but I'm building a rotisserie. I ordered all of the tubing and everything I needed to build my own rotisserie, and the rotisserie hooks into these front body mounts on each side. Now I'm sure you could weld something to the firewall, however you would want to do it, but the design that I have, I downloaded the blueprints off the internet. It calls for bolts to go through both sides of the front body mounts, as well as the rear and the trunk, up under the floor, the trunk, those body mounts. So I'm taking care of all of this, getting it all ready, and I'm going to take the frame out. Frame has some rust spots, nothing horrible. It's fixable. Like I said, I'm boxing the frame in to have a rear notch, front notch. Everything will be tied together, all the tubing and everything. But maybe next weekend I'm going to take the frame to my job, sandblast everything, get it ready. Then I'm going to store it somewhere inside so it doesn't get rust or anything until I'm able to work on it. That way I can get in here and hook the rotisserie up once it's made and the body is ready to be hooked to the rotisserie. I really want to get the body on the rotisserie just for the simple fact it makes welding a lot easier. Welding upside down sucks. People do it all the time. I do it as well at my job, but I would rather be able to roll the body at least on its side or completely upside down to weld everything up underneath all of the patches, the rear tubs, my trunk. I'm ordering the new body mounts that go up under the trunk, so my floor pan, everything, I want to be able to clean the whole underside of the body. Any more rust that I find that I can make patches for, make them, and I want to get a good clean underneath, seam seal it, and then I'm going to use some kind of rust inhibitor undercoating like Pour 15, but there's another one. I think it's called KBL or something. It's a lot cheaper, same exact thing. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. The dash was completely gone. I ripped it out, so it wasn't savable anyway. I took some of the bolts out, but these screws up here, they didn't want to come all the way out, so I just tore it out of there. Haven't made my mind up yet exactly what I'm doing. I have a 2010 Malibu parts car. I want to do the whole interior, front, back, console, dash, everything. But I'm still debating on what I want to do. But thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.